We're Rick and Adam, digital nomads who ditched the 9-to-5, sold everything and set sail for freedom.
These days you'll find us cruising the UK Canal network on board our Narrowboat, Serenissima.
When we're not on the water, we're slow travelling across Europe and beyond.
Living abroad, crossing oceans by ship, and embracing life as remote workers and explorers.
Subscribe and join us on board and abroad.
Good morning.
Morning.
We didn't have a very restful night because this tin can that we live in heats up quite a lot when it's warm, and it was about 25 degrees at midnight last night. It's not nice to sleep on when it's like that, but hopefully it's going to cool down later on today. We'll see.
So the plan for today is to do about an hour's cruise into Market Drayton, do a top-up shop, do some services, get rid of the rubbish, get some water, and then we go into one of the prettiest parts of the Shropshire Union Canal, Woodseaves Cutting, and we'll tell you more about that a bit later. Let's make a move. Although it was really hot last night, there's quite a breeze going today, which is a welcome change from the last few days. And it's pretty windy actually. It is blowing the boat into the bank. So we're just coming to the outskirts of Market Drayton now. The services for Market Drayton are this side of the town, so hopefully there'll be a spot free and we can do our rubbish, do our water and get rid of the toilet. And then I think Rick's going to do some shopping and then it's on into the countryside again.
A bit weird. So all along that bit behind me, all that mooring is no mooring between 10 AM and 4 PM because of fishing. That's really bizarre in the middle of the town. So it's just started to rain. It's about 25 degrees, so it's actually quite nice, but I've got to walk to the supermarket now, which is about a 20-minute walk, so I'm very pleased. 80p for diesel. Absolute bargain. The canal doesn't actually go through the centre of Market Drayton. It's about a 20-minute walk from the canal into town, so not too bad. Here with my delivery bag, so I can pick up the goods when I get there. So I've got to do a few errands. I've got to go to the supermarket, obviously. I've got to go to the chemist because I've got my prescription waiting for me there. I've had it sent from my GP just to here. And I've got to go to the post office as well to send my camera back to be repaired because I dropped it in the canal. So most of the errands are now done. Just need to go to the supermarket on the way home, and I've even stopped for a coffee.
Ooh, that was a lot to do. Didn't film most of that because there was a bit of a hoo-ha. Queuing at water points, it can be a tense time actually, and flare-ups do happen. Thankfully not with me. It was pretty free when I got here, only one boat, and then he started just filling up random containers, which is fair to do, but two other people started queuing, so he could have been faster, so that got a bit heated, and then who was first in the queue? Yeah, anyway, thankfully I wasn't involved. I was just cleaning my toilets out and letting the water flow nicely into the boat. Canal life.
Mission accomplished.
So whilst the last bit of water is getting into the tank, I'm just going to walk under this bridge just to see about how the moorings are down here. Because at some point I need to stop and pick Rick up again. So the nearer this bridge, the better. And I can see maybe just one space up there.
Funny story about this pub across the road. We went in there once years ago when we were passing through, and got talking to the landlord, told him we lived on a boat, and he told us that a few years before he had served Harrison Ford and Callister Flockhart when they were on a narrowboating holiday. Didn't think more about it until I googled it, and it was true.
One space left here in the town centre of Market Drayton. So I nabbed it and just waiting for Rick to get back to the shopping now. That was a fruitful visit to the water point, because I was chatting to that guy and I mentioned that the bounce thruster is not working, as I'm sure we've mentioned on pretty much every vlog so far. And he's given me the name of a local chap, which is always what you want. Word of mouth, reliable, honest, don't rip you off. So yeah, I think we might contact him and maybe book him in for the future. So after those 20 locks a couple of days ago, we've got 5 more to do today before we then enter Middle Earth. It's one of our favourite bits of the Shropshire Union, so looking forward to doing that.
Just been to fish out.
Coffee delivery.
Coffee delivery, but also the insect repellent.
Yes.
Where we are going shortly,
Middle Earth.
Middle Earth will be horsefly central. The rain comes down, so the canopy goes up.
Horseflies have started already. So I didn't really know about horseflies until we came on to the canals a couple of years ago. They're just as bad as wasps. I don't like them, but they don't make a buzzy sound. So just out of nowhere you'll find one and it'll just bite you. But they generally like damp and dark places, like these locks. So that's one of them. Now one of these locks has a notice on it to say stay in the lock until the next gates are opened, because the pound is very shallow, so it wants you to wait in the lock until the next gates are open so you can go straight in to the next lock. I don't know if it's this lock or the next one, so let's ask Rick. Is this the lock that it tells me to wait at before the next one? Yes. Okay, so it is. So I have to wait here until the next gates are open. bywash coming up. Let's see how I fare on this one. So aiming for the bywash, push my bow out and then my stern, in theory. Sorry?
More than perfect.
That was nice. Just congratulating me on my bywash manoeuvre. Very kind of these hire boaters. They've let Rick go up to set the next lock and open the gates, and they're opening the gate for me. Thank you. Have a good day. Should we do a swap?
Oh no, it's fine. I'll do the next one. Say too much.
Are you sure?
Yeah.
Okay. We normally swap after 2 locks, but if he wants to do them, that's fine.
June, Hannah. June, Hannah. If you get that reference, you'll know I'm not really expecting a response. You can Google it.
Go ahead, Hannah.
The gate is now open, so you can come through. I know you can't see it from down there.
Okay.
Really hate having to walk past these because it's very easy to get oil all over the front of your clothes.
One more lot to go. Didn't take long.
So humid right now. It feels like being in a washing machine. It's like raining and about 26 degrees. I know I'm just being British and complaining about the weather, but it's tropical. Not used to it. But on the plus side, it's taken all the creases out of this linen shirt. It's probably the gayest thing I've ever said, isn't it? I always fancy this house when we go past. Place to put your boat, beautiful gardens, and your own lock.
So boats just come out of the Woodseaves Cutting, and we asked them if there were anyone behind them, and they said not that they know of, not that they could see, which is good news because it's really difficult to pass, and it's quite. I think it's at least a mile, maybe 2 miles, of really narrow. And if you do have to pass another boat, you have to go into the sides, into the rocks. It's not nice, but it's doable, and it's all good fun if you do meet a boat. But we'd prefer not to. But they did warn us that there's loads of insects and flies. So Rick has gone and got.
This is the maximum strength one. This isn't messing about.
We mean business.
We do. This was dug out by hand, so no heavy machinery, just men with some dynamite and hand tools. we've covered up because the horseflies are really bad. Like 1 a second is landing on us. So it's just started to rain really hard. It's kind of like being in the jungle. We once went to the Amazon, didn't we? And it was very like this. It actually smells incredible, doesn't it, down here? Like there's wild garlic somewhere.
So Woodseaves Cutting is done, and now we come to a really nice pub on the left called the Wharf Tavern.
That's right.
That's right. And but we're going to resist today. Yes, Rick's kindly made us a sandwich each because we sometimes forget to eat, don't we? When we're driving the boat. But yeah. So we're going to go a couple of bridges further into the middle of the countryside and just probably more upon pins for a few days because we've got some work to do before we move on.
Very nice pub that. It's got its own winding hole, and across the water there is also a water point.
So many water points on this canal.
It's brilliant.
Part,
Spoiled for water points.
This sometimes happens. Tiny newborn ducks here, and the mother goes the other side of the boat, so they really freak out and panic, and they start going the wrong way. And we've had it where the mum loses them. So we just hope. Go on, go after your duckies. So, job done. We went to Market Drayton, did everything we had to do, just 5 locks, and went through the really nice Woodseaves Cutting, and now it opens out, as you can see. And it's a mooring we've always wanted to be at, but it's always been full when we've been past before. So this time we turned the corner and no one was here. So this is where we'll stay for the next few days, get some work done, and ready for the next adventure.
A successful day, so no horsefly bites as well, which is the most important thing as far as I'm concerned.
If you like what you've seen today, please give it a like and subscribe to our channel.
It really helps us out, it really does.
We'd love you to do that. And we'll see you on the next one. Bye!